Okay, let's get started here. We welcome everyone to this Sunday School webinar. I hope you have an amazing time wherever you are in the world. Some of you just got up this morning, and some of you are going to bed. And we have this webinar so that you can build yourself. And in that case, when you're building yourself, you have something to give, so you can give it away to others and help them build themselves, because any business need leadership. And that's what we're talking about a lot of times at these webinars. There's, of course, hundreds of things that we mention, but you will never hear me talk about compensation plans or any technical issues or back offices or stuff. These are strictly your personal development. And since personal development is two words, it's personal and it's development, you understand the importance of you building yourself. So today we have an interesting subject, because sometimes people let their ego run amok and they think that they already there, or they made it, or it's a done deal. It's never a done deal until you leave the earthly body, whatever happens. Until then, it's a continuous uh, learning curve, and to learn stuff every day. And since you can't give what you don't have, you got to go to the people who have something to give. So never take instructions for someone who can't take you to the next level. That's why we have these webinars. So the purpose of your personal development is to create the culture. Every organization has a culture, and the culture is always set on the top. That's why I love direct sales, or whatever you call it, online marketing, network marketing, relationship marketing. It has many names, but everyone is in charge of their own success. No one is working for someone else, or no one is, either it's down or up in the organization. No one is working for anyone else except themselves. That's the tricky thing with this industry, that we duplicate, both the good things and the bad things. So the person who get an organization organized, um, and learn them how to follow principles will be the most successful. And you know that we talk a lot about mindset, and that you know you make decisions every day, and success or non-success, failure, is also a result of decision making. And everybody have their own choice. You have a choice to be on these webinars. The people who are smart enough to understand to be on these webinars, to listen to them, to read books, to do other things, they are the winners. And like I said, I started this with some people, they think they made it because they have a lot of money in the bank account. That's not success. Money can disappear overnight. You never know what happens, but the real success is who you are, who you train yourself to be. So the theme of today is become a person of value. And this has to do with your results, of course. And your results, this is something that people don't really get. They look at their progress and they say, well, look how good I am, or look how bad I turned out to be, or look at my results, they're not as good as I thought, or and some people don't realize that The results they have today are what they planted 3, 6 months ago. That's how it works in any business, in any person's life. What you are reaping today is what you planted 3 to 6 months ago, both in a good way and in a bad way. So did you plant the wrong stuff 6 months ago? That's what you're reaping right now. And that's why we need to be careful, and we need to be diligent, and we need to be on top of things when we're building our organization to create that kind of culture that we want, and that kind of culture that actually makes a difference. And we have teams. You're part of a bigger team. You're probably part of someone's team, but you have your own team, of course. And the the biggest mistake that people do is that they have different rules for different teams. So instead of have the same rules for everyone. And that's a mistake that will duplicate. You treat someone one way, you treat another person in another way, will not work. If you don't treat everyone the same, then you're not a real leader. Because you can't give free rides for someone and not free rides for another one, because they will find out. And that's not fair. Everyone works for themselves. Everyone has their own business. Anyway, so if a team is to reach its fully potential, the player needs to play by the same rules. So everything is for the good of the team. Remember that. There's a saying, I love that saying, that is, it's not what works that matters. It what duplicates that matters. Then you can, every time you're on your way to do something for your team or for your members, then think, is this duplicatable? That means that if you do it, people will start doing it. Do you get it? If you do it, people will start doing it, or they will stop doing it, whatever it is. Not doing a thing is also doing something. And prosperity does not come from magic formulas, or and even I put prayer in here because you can pray. Prayer is good, if you do that, if you're a person of prayer. If you're not a person of prayer, then you probably you do something else. But what this means is that prosperity doesn't come from weird stuff. It's just following the laws. It's just following the principles. That's real success. And if you're going to leave planet Earth successful, you need to, at some point, every person in their lives need to realize and start following the laws. So I'm not saying that prayer doesn't help, or you meditate or something, or you visualize it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who put their only trust in those things. You can't pray and then not take action. You can't have a magic formula and then disobey laws, universal law. It doesn't work that way. So we're all here. That's why it's so simple to actually become successful. You just have to follow some basic laws. Wow. That's why it's for everyone. And I love that, because laws make life predictable. Success is not a pursuit. You don't chase success down the road. Success will chase you down the road when you start to be obedient to the laws. Wow. How do I know this? I've done it. That's why I can sit here and talk about it. Success is a result of obedience to the laws. Not the laws that the government put up. Those are not laws. Those are something else. I'm talking about the universal, the laws that the creator created so we all can, plug in or plug out. And we use this as an example. It's such a good example to understand, you know, why some people are successful, some people are not successful. And this guy Maslow, he came up with this, the meaning of life. He calls this his philosophy, this thing he came up with a success pyramid. And he said, this is the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to become successful. But you can't become successful if you don't change. And you can't become successful if you cheat or you try to take shortcuts or, doing those things, you believe in rubbing crystals under a pyramid and think you're going to become successful. No, no. That's why most people are not successful in the lower levels. They stay down there until they die, until they are 6 feet under. They never go anywhere because they try to take shortcuts in life. They believe in cheating. They believe in manipulating. They believe in whatever, and they will stay. And listen, this is not about material success. Material success comes along with it, but you can also have a lot of material stuff and be a complete moron. It actually works that way. So the success I'm talking about is your own personal development. And when you're climbing these steps in the Maslow meaning of life, you're actually learning stuff. You are becoming something else than you weren't yesterday. That is real success. And you're climbing up, and you becoming, and you're learning, and you give away, and you become a leader and all that. Okay, so this is so important because this is actually going all the way back to the last slide with the Maslow meaning of life. Every person in this world has a worth. And you hear politicians talk about this. They try to brainwash people and manipulate people with the same kind of meaning, but they're not saying the right words. So you can actually see through the lies. Everyone has worth, but not everyone has value. Wow. So that means that if you want to become a real success, you have to become a person of value. And a valuable person has more valuable. It's more valuable. So you are going to get paid for who you are. You're going to get paid for what you know, the knowledge you have, the experience you have. People with no knowledge and experience, they'll get paid for their time. Someone tell them, stay in that room, pull that thing, and then you go home at 5. So they get paid for their time. It's called job. It's okay. It's nothing bad. Everyone has a job at some point. But the point is, we are supposed to be rulers of our own life. We are supposed to be self-sufficient. We are supposed to be taking care of ourselves. So if you want to be successful, you have to become a person of value. You have to get, those characteristics that a successful person has. You can go look it up yourself. So what do I mean? But what's value? Like I said, when you know something that someone else doesn't, you have value. When you have acquired something, when you've done something, you can know it in theory, that's one thing, but you haven't really got the knowledge until you do it in action. When you do it in action, when you take action of something that you learned from these webinars and you do it, you implement it in your organization, in your team, on yourself, then you own it. Then you have value. So for every day, for every month, for every week, a person do something they haven't done before, they leave the comfort zone, they do something they haven't done, they will create value. And the only way to change and to create value is self-discipline. You got to be disciplined on yourself. Most people try to be disciplined on others. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because it's duplicatable. Kids, they do as their parents do. You can't be a smoker and tell your kids not to smoke, because eventually they will look at you and say, why are you smoking? You can't be doing whatever, this or that, and tell your kids not to do it. You got to lead by example as a parent. Same thing in business, same thing here. You got to lead by example. And there is attraction in discipline. Disciplined people will attract other people. Other people love when people know where they're going. You can just go to yourself. Do you want to follow someone that they don't know where they're going? They don't have discipline. They're just all over the place. They have no clue. They don't take notes. They don't listen. They don't read. They have a big ego. It actually connects. The people in the lower levels of the Maslow pyramid who stay down the whole life, they never change. They are poor, miserable, have miserable lives, blame everyone else for their mistakes. It's because they have ego. The biggest ego is always in the lower levels. People lose ego when they acquire knowledge and they work themselves up and they take action, because they know that it's hard work behind all the success. And the thing is that we have the exact same amount of time. People say, I don't have time. This is a good one, especially when you recruit people. You know, uh, the two most common answers or questions you get, or when you ask someone to join a business, say, I don't have money, or I don't have time. Both those two are just excuses. They have money, or they can find money if it's valuable to them, if they really value, the opportunity but they don't value it, because they think it's something crooked or scam, or something wrong, or whatever. Everyone has to find out for themselves. But you don't get time, you take time. People who think they get time are losers. People who know that they take time are winners. You got to take time. You got to plan. You got to have an action plan. You got to have a notebook full of notes. You got to have a schedule. You got to know what to do the next 24 hours. You got to know what to do the next week, the next month, the next 6 months. You got to have a plan. And you know that you got to take the time it takes to do whatever you need to do. And also another reason why people stay down low in the lower levels of the Maslow pyramid, they never raise above the miserable life they're living, is because their desire to change is not big enough. They think it's okay, to have handouts, or to have someone else give them so that they can survive, when they should be doing something by themselves. Not the government should not be the 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 entity that gives you whatever you need. For a short period of time, yes. When maybe someone happens to end up in a situation, it was whatever, and you need some help. That's okay. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about government try to brainwash people so that they can control them. Say, hey, we can give you some benefits and we can give you some money, but you have to do what we tell you. You're not a free person, and that is not good. The purpose is to be free. The purpose is you got to make your decisions. You will get it if you stay with me for a couple of years. Some people get angry when I talk like this. That's fine. It's okay because it doesn't hurt me. So your desire to change must be bigger than your desire to stay the same. And then we'll go into character. Why is it called alphabet characters? Because it never change. An A is an A and a B is a B. Never changes. That's why character is so important. You have to build your character. A character is something that never change. So if you wobbly, you say one thing to one person, another to another person, that's not character. A character is being the same person. And don't be attracted. Some people have charismatic, the way of lighting up a room or whatever, don't be attracted to that. Be attracted to character. People who have character, they have values in life. They have characters, they are committed to a value and they're dedicated. And it means to be the same person. The best explanation of character I've heard, listen up now. Character is being the same person always. So meaning that being the same person when people see you as when people don't see you. So you're not two persons. You don't act in one way when people see you, and then you act in another way when people don't see you. That's not character. And those people will never become successful because all people with character will be successful. And you want to have a great life and you want to leave planet Earth when you're done one day with good character. So character is commitment with no compromise to those values that a person has. And values are not bad things, values, you know. So you got to have your core values, what you believe in. And people with character, he doesn't compromise. He never compromises his values. A yes is a yes, and a no is a no, and everything in between is of evil. Think about that. That's a pretty brilliant statement. A yes is a yes, and a no is a no. When you be rolled on a stretcher into a hospital and you're going to have brain surgery and you ask your doctor, can you make it? You don't want to hear, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. You want to hear, yes, of course, we're going to fix you. A yes is a yes and a no is a no. That was maybe a bad example because a doctor probably will tell you the good things, whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. A yes is a yes, a no is a no, and everything in between is not of the good. So, character, therefore, is simply unchanging. It doesn't change. And now we're coming back to the culture that we started this webinar with. You're creating a culture of unchanging people. So people need to integrate. The word integrate means to become one. So you're going to become one with what? With your values. So you're a person who say, yes, I will be there, then you will be there. Or you said, no, I will not be there, you will not be there. Or yes, I will come, or yes, I will do that, or no, I'm not be there, or I will not do that. A yes or a no. But to integrate, you have to integrate your values. You have to integrate the characteristics. You see, the word character, characteristics. So when you start doing that, when you integrate your words, your deeds, and your actions to become one, the good stuff, that's to say, because the bad stuff won't work, you are building yourself. And remember, you see how this ties into, this is a red thread, everything ties into each other. We started with this today. A result is a product of what you did months ago. So when you start building yourself, it takes time. Time is your best friend. Imagine what you get just being part of something like this. You get this half hour plus of information that you don't get nowhere else. Maybe you get it, somewhere, but it's hard to get information like this. Don't you think? Well, look around, see where you can get stuff like this. How many times a month do you get this information? Not very often. And always from the same people, the people who have done something, who have empiric knowledge. So the character is a big part of your result. And when you build, you can imagine your organization need to have the right culture steered in the right direction. And never confuse reputation with character. You hear something about someone, you don't know who that person is. Don't confuse it. So guys, this is the main thing. I leave you with this today. Lead with your life, not your words. So you will be an example of what to do and not to do. Okay, that was actually exactly 30 minutes. And thank you for being here. Not that it matters, but it matters to you what you do. And guys, just stay healthy out there and be prosperous, joyous, and free. And most of all, free. And I see you next Sunday.
Thank you very much, everybody, to join this fabulous training that we have every week. This is everything what he mentioned in this is just, it's just we have to just put it into practice, and this is some great wisdom that we are getting for our business. See, I've been in the sales for so many years. I mean, that from the age of 16, I've been selling. I have never had a mentor like this. I've never had a mentor, and this is coming free for us. So we all are in the best company ever. I think this is the best opportunity that we all have got. And all the leaders from different parts of the world are joining us. So, thank you very much for everybody to come. Especially, we have new guests from here with us today. We have a lot of people from Calcutta. Miss Tuli is a friend of mine. She's a manager 2-star. Thank you, Tuli, for coming. Then we have our existing leaders. We have Burson, who's the director. We have Shivan sir. We have Sham. We have from different parts of the world. Thank you very much, everyone, to have taken your time. Now, this is a time for us to just rock on and just move on. Anybody, any comments, any issues that anybody is facing? You know what? Anybody can just open up. We are here. Leaders from different parts of the world are there. If you have any questions, please shoot. We are here for you. Anybody, any questions?
George.
Yes.
Yeah, Amit here. I need a recording of this session because I just joined a few minutes ago. So is it possible if you can send me the recording?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Because I'm playing a match, so
you're playing a match. Go win, Tiger. Go win, and come. We got work to do.
yeah,
All right.
I'll message you
Yeah. Okay.
later. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. Most welcome. Yeah, he is a cricketer in a team. He plays national, so he has his cricket match, but still in between the cricket match, he's come for this training. That's how important it is for him, you know. So that's great. Then, Shamata, do you have anything to share? Any
Yeah,
wisdom?
good morning, good evening, everyone. So before we could start the meeting, I would like to remind you about the last week concerns and what action plan you can suggest for the doubts which have been raised by so many people, like Dr. Savi and all. They had some concerns. So let us address that first, then we'll proceed. What do you say,
Just hold
Shivan?
on. Shivan sir, you want to just continue with this meeting?
Yeah, let us get into the concerns raised by people, especially the seniors. Let us get into the how do we handle those issues. Then we'll move forward. Yes.
Okay, so then there are a lot of people who have not, who was not present last week. So I'll just give a
Okay.
quick brief on what we are trying to do over here. So,
Fine.
team,
Good.
what we are trying to do over here is we are gathering together every Sunday, and we are talking about the issues that we face and how do we address them. We'll take collective ideas from different people, and also what are we going to do this week so that we don't fall into the challenges again. So last week we had a couple of issues that we spoke about. Let me just pull them up. 1 second.
ഒരു അരമണിക്കൂർ time ഉണ്ടാവുക.
And guys, when you're talking individually, please put yourself on mute. Yeah, so let me just pull out the issues that we had last week. Before that, let me just get in. This is just going to be a half an hour sessions. Anybody can join, anybody can be here, no problem. But this is brainstorming session on the issues that we face globally. You know what? It's not globally, it's individually what we are facing. We are just from different parts of the world. That's all. So let me just take down the issues with T3. The issues that we were facing was Shivan sir, do you have the issues that we had last time?
No, I found you jotting it down actually last week. But I think I have written it. I have written it somewhere. Let me check this, George.
Yeah, 1 second again. Because the problem
Actually,
is I just did my.
Actually, see, we had so many concerns raised by our respectful partners, but I think most importantly the issue raised by Dr. Savio as well as Meera ma'am. And last week, I think we have handled Meera ma'am's concerns, and today maybe we
George,
can.
I already sent you.
Okay,
George, I already sent you on your WhatsApp.
Yeah,
okay, so I
definitely.
got it. So
It's there.
I'm just going to read it out one by one. Okay, the issues that people are facing. We just took it down. No self-confidence in sharing what we are doing, fear of failure, fear of rejection, don't know how to present the opportunity, not familiar with digital products, lack of digital exposure, lack of clarity, not using digital products. Existing networkers have burned their hands with the network marketing industry. This is a full-time business and will take so much of time from the day. A lot of technical issues, no response from the team. The leaders having no response from the team, new members not earning immediately, lack of prospects, duplication not happening. People are trying to do it their way. Need to have one-on-one sessions in the sales process. Common presentation time is very late. Objection handling, not made money. It is network marketing. There are a couple of objections that people face, and self-convincing is needed. So these are the common issues that's coming up. Okay. So, and I'm just going to just share with you my thought on this. I sat over this a week. And I just want to share my thought with you. So during the presentations, the opportunity is unbelievable. The people who come to our presentation with our invitation, they go through it. If they love it, they sign up immediately. And with that same enthusiasm, we are not training them immediately. And new people not hitting fear of loss bonus, I think, is the key, because a lot of people joining. But are these people hitting their fear of loss bonus? I have not seen much, including my team, right? Including my team. Even if we are creating all these patterns and stuff, including my team, the people joining versus them hitting fear of loss is very less. So I think as a whole team as such, what we should do is correcting ourselves first and making sure we know how to sell right, and we train our people how to sell right. So I think our first step should be, starting today, we should have a one-on-one focus rather than a collective focus. One-on-one focus. Anybody who's coming in, we have to be collective as a team. You need any support from wherever it is to make them person hit the fear of loss, is what I would suggest. From moving forward, from starting today, this moment, forget the past. We can't forget the past. We wrote down the challenges. These challenges we have to address. This is our past. Our past is our challenges. And the opportunity that we have in it is network marketing. Life changes with a new recruit coming in. So signings are happening like crazy right now. Signups are happening. Like, just for me, I have 4 closings today. So this is a problem that I'm facing too. I need my people to duplicate as well. So collectively as a team, we all stand together and focus on one goal. The one person whom we are bringing on, we are going to give our life to make sure they hit the fear of loss bonus. Does everybody agree to this? What do you think? Shivan sir?
You are definitely, George.
Yeah, definitely. That is one of the very brilliant ways to start somebody's business with, because this is ultimately, it's all about duplication, and we are talking about some very reasonable target. Getting 4 signups within a span of 14 days is not a big deal if a proper focus is put in the business. I agree with you on this.
Absolutely. That's awesome. So what I would suggest right now is, let's get into a brainstorming session and write down what all we need individually to make sure that the person coming in hits his fear of loss. Right. What do we say? Let me just take down my word. I'm just going to type it down and I'm going to put it there. 1 second. What all do we need from a tools standpoint for us to make sure that the person that we bring on hits his or her fear of loss? That is what we're going to focus on today. Okay, so let me just I'm just opening my Word. Let me just type it down. 1 second. Okay, my screen is visible, right?
Yes,
My Word document is visible?
definitely.
All right. So, fear of loss. For a new person to hit fear of loss, let's just brainstorm right now. Everybody just put in one points. You know, I would say need to know how to present the opportunity. Okay, then what else? We got to share this business is a serious business. We can sell this business as a serious business or a part-time business or any on a side business, right? If we sell it as a side business, we'll get side money. If we sell it as a part-time business, we get part-time money. If we sell this as a serious business, we get some serious money. So, so I suggest we need to know how to sell this as a serious business. Then what else? What else do we need?
George, if I keep adding you a couple of points, I would say the very first thing should be to have a proper written down contact list, a
Okay,
huge contact list.
List of people. So,
Yeah.
list of people. Okay, then what else?
Then the question is, when you have a written down contact list, now the question is, do you know how to speak to them?
How to invite.
Exactly.
How to invite people. Then what else? You need to know how to handle objections.
True.
Then what else? Okay, what is our goal? What is our first goal? Then the scope of our business. The people coming into the business should know how big our business is, how big they can go up to, right? The scope of our business. Then what else? What else do we need? Then we need to inspect. We need to inspect regularly, right? Just after signing up. Okay, fantastic. Inspect what you expect. Then right after signing up, this is from Mr. Pradeep. That's awesome. Right after signing up, we need to get them trained. Get them trained. Then what else? Yes, then I got another one. Do you have enough necessary skills to fix an appointment? So that is where how to invite people. How to invite people. Is that the one? How to invite people?
Exactly. It's all the same. Yeah, mostly the same. Yes.
Yeah. How to invite people, handle objections, first goal, scope of our business, inspect what you expect right after signing up, what you need to people to get trained. Then what else? Miss Tuli, why didn't you say something? So that we all can get to know you as well. Can you, if you have no network issues, kindly speak. It'll be great. Fix an appointment. Just give me a second. What else? Shamata, product knowledge. Absolutely. Product knowledge. Okay. What else? What else? Product knowledge. I think this is good, right? Anything else? Guys, anything that comes to your mind?
Hi, George.
Hi. Person.
Yeah.
Hello, person. That's my
Yes.
That's my upline. How are you?
Very important thing is all people, the mindset. We all only invest the 99 euro. 99 euro is nothing.
Okay.
Because that we need the mindset, not only 99 euro. We need to add 2-3 zeros in front of 99 euro. That much big business.
Exactly. So serious business.
Very serious business. We earning the income, not unbelievable in income. Not only all people are mindset is just 99 euro obligations. Only the joining.
Yeah, correct. It's a
Not,
part.
most people not really is not take it as a serious business.
Correct.
If George said okay, like that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what
Yeah.
that's a mistake I did. See, but
Yeah.
I know a lot of people in this world. I'm also the youth president for World Malayali Council in whole of America. So when I go to
Yeah, yeah.
people, when I ask them for 99 euros, here you go, take it and go. Take it and go.
That's why the 90% and 95% people is a failure in this system.
Correct. That's it. Then I have
Exactly.
So we need to take the mindset all people. So this is not just 99 euro. This is a
Correct.
990,000 euro investment business.
correct. So it is not a mindset of not a part-time, not a
Yeah.
part-time.
If you can do part time or full time, that is don't worry. But if you do part time, if
Take it
maybe
serious.
daily 1 hour, maybe weekly 1 day,
Yes.
that do it very seriously.
Correct. Mindset should be it is a serious business. Even if you spend 10
Yeah.
minutes or 1 hour or 5 hours, make it as a serious business.
We can look it forward because our company started the complete the 2 years. The
Mhm.
4 people complete the 800 crore rupees in earning from this company.
Exactly. So,
Yeah. So
You know-
we can reach there no.
absolutely, absolutely, we can reach.
Yeah. We can 100% we can reach, but we need to that mindset.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mindset of a serious business. Okay, well, then I've got one help the people integrate is okay, fine. Mindset of a serious business. I've got another great one from Mr. Pradeep. It is goal setting. We have to set the goals for people. Absolutely right. A mindset of a serious business. Then goal setting. Okay. Then what else? After this, I want to present the serious business. How do we present it? I want to really talk about that as well. And the fear of loss. Okay. Anything else before we get in the next step? Just once, give me a second. Just brainstorm. Shamata, just give me a second, okay?
Sure, sure.
Okay. So for this, for us to achieve this, right? We have to make sure that we need to have all this well taken care of. So we conduct and we have compiled an induction training which comprises of most of these things. Okay, and that training is for 1 hour. It's a 1 hour training, and this is what we do during that meeting. Let me just take the let me just take what all we cover in that induction meeting. Let me take it to. So in the induction meeting, this is what we go through. And what we'll do is, one second, it's just coming up. This is a 1 hour training that we have, okay? 1 hour training that we have, which covers crowd one back office, 7 fundamental skills that we require, the basics of network marketing, our first goal, which is fear of loss. What is fear of loss? Then we have the prospecting script, objection handling technique. Then we go into the 4 quadrants of how to produce, 4 ways to produce income. The 4 quadrants: employee, self-employed, business owner, investor quadrant, and a secret formula. The secret formula teaches how you sell this as a secret business, as a serious business. It's a 1 hour meeting. Okay. So what we are going to do for everyone over here is we have an ongoing induction one-on-one session, which happens Monday. We have it in Malayalam, and Friday we have it in English. 6:30, same Zoom link every Monday and Friday. But that is from a common platform. What we are going to do is I'm going to make a recording for the 1 hour, the video. I'm going to make a recording and I'm going to post it in the group. And anybody who brings a person in, our recommendation is you should sit with that person one-on-one and go over this meeting with them. And in this meeting, everything that we spoke about, all the challenges that we spoke about are in here. All the, how to make a list, who are the people to contact first, what are the 7 foundation skills, the technique for handling objections, everything is there in that 1 hour meeting. So our request is we will make that recording and we'll give it to each and every one of you. If they are coming in today, when you're talking to them itself, you need to tell them this is a serious business. And our expectation is we have a 1 hour training program, which is an induction meeting, when should I schedule it for? Today or tomorrow? And sit with that person one-on-one. Spend that time with him. And in that meeting, step by step, process on it is there. What do you think, Mr. Shivan? Is that okay?
Yes, it is perfectly okay. This is what we need actually as a very first step for anybody who is joining us in the business as a fundamental thing, and it should happen within 24 hours.
Yeah, within 24 hours. So we sit one-on-one. Forget what all happened in the past. Forget what all happened in the past. But we are going to change from this moment onwards. And we are all in this together. So we have a group that we have formed, which is called Crowd One Train the Trainers. I'm going to put the invitation in that. I'm going to put, where's add group description? How do you invite group link? Okay, copy link. So I'm going to put it in this chat box. Whoever wants to join in the group, please join in the group. I will finish the recording today or tomorrow maximum, and I'll put that orientation meeting in the group. One-on-one, we have to take the initiative. If we are bringing them in, it is our responsibility to give them all the tools. If we don't give them the tools, then don't bring him in. We are doing a disservice. So don't bring him in. Because we have experienced this now. How many people in our team are not working? I blame myself first. I blame leadership first. Have I done what is enough for them to succeed? And when I question myself, answer is yeah. So what Peter Jakobsson said today, your answer should be either yes or a no. Anything in between is evil. Yes, I have done my best. No, I have not given my best to my team. We have to accept that first. So we'll give you all the tools necessary for we all to succeed. It's not for you all, it's for all of us to succeed. I am done of, that people not working, and I'm seeing them right in my downline, and I have not done enough. I did not do it the right way in the beginning. It is just like when you give birth to a child. If you don't teach him the first 9 years properly, anything that you teach him after, he's not going to learn. And who do we blame? The parents. So I take responsibility in my team not performing, and from today onwards, I'm making the change today. For that, I'm going to create this recording. I have leaders in my team as well. I'm going to give them this because everybody depends on me. And I have very limited time. I run a successful insurance practice over here. I have 25 agents here. And I have got about 500 people in my team in 9 countries. Where do I have time? So I have to create leaders and I have to provide them the tools and resource. So I am making the change today. So I am putting the invitation link to the WhatsApp in the chat box. Please feel free to pass this on to anybody that you want. But once you come to the group, we want you to indulge. We want you to come together. Forget he's not in my downline. I'm not in your streamline. Forget all that. We are in one company. We are in one company and we have to follow principles and good ethics. And ethics in this business is when we are going to put you into all of our teams, make sure that we don't speak to other people and tell them to come and join our team. That is not right. Because what you do is what you get. So we are some leaders here within the world coming up and stepping in to be a resource to everybody. So let's respect each other and not step onto each other's toes. Let's hold hands together. Because if a person you take from somebody else, trust me, one day that one person will go from your team to the other and then only you will feel it. I've been in the insurance sales business when I've recruited more than 250 insurance agents in my career. In network marketing, we have gurus over here in this business. Whatever you do is what you get. Karma is sometimes not good, right? What you do, if you do bad karma, you get bad karma, you get bad results. It's going to happen to you. So
what is going around is coming around. Yes, exactly.
100%. So I am not bothered. I am not bothered if anybody comes and talks to anybody in my team. My team will not leave me. That I'm sure of. Even if they leave me, they will come back for sure. That I know. But I'm just telling you, everybody is not like me. Everybody is not like me. It's hard for them to release their people into the fields. But we are taking that step here because we all represent one company, which is Crowd One, which is the fastest growing company in the world. Which means we are the best company in the world. We are number one, second to none. So that we have to act like number one. So this is how I compare myself to. I look at them who is above me. I look at a manager and I think to myself, what do you think a manager will be doing today that I am not doing? That's whom I compare to. Always above. And when things are going wrong, I look at the underprivileged. People who don't have hands or people don't have 3 meals a day. I look at them and I think that my life is a blessing. So this is the best opportunity. And what we are going to do is into that group, we will put in the meeting. I would say, Sham, after this session today, let's go into recording and maybe most probably by tomorrow we can do that, right? You're on mute. You're on mute. Okay, now you're okay.
We have to do that without much delay of time,
Yeah, so because we have the Nigerian meeting today at my time. Oh, yeah, so yeah, we'll do it today. By tomorrow, this is what we are going to do because we love Crowd One and we love all of you. This is what we are going to do for Valentine's Day. We are going to get this induction training as a gift for all of you, and this is our Valentine gift for everyone. Let's spread the love. Let's spread Crowd One. And let's make sure everybody that we bring in, we sell this as a serious business and we teach them everything. Fair enough for everybody? Anything else? I want to show you how to present this as a serious business also. Shall I do that Excel sheet once again, Shivata?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. We have time. No.
Yeah, 20, maximum 10 minutes. I'm going to finish that Excel sheet. We'll share with everyone how to sell this as a serious business, and which will be very beneficial. So, so before I do that, once again, let's just go through the entire problems that we spoke about and the action that we are going to take. So, people not hitting fear of loss is the challenge that we're facing. Need to know how to present the opportunity, mindset of a serious business, list of people, how to invite people. We need to learn how to handle objections. What is our first goal? What is the scope of our business? We need to inspect what we expect. Right after signing up, we need to get people trained, and we need to have the product knowledge, and we need to have goal setting. So in this, I think, inspect what you expect, goal setting, and okay. So what I think is, once that person achieves fear of loss, then we can go and set the next goal. What do you think?
That's okay.
Or do you want to, because they don't know anything about this business, for them to set a goal? That's a problem. Once they hit fear of loss, they'll understand the business. And then, okay, fine, I want to be a president in this by so-and-so time. Yeah, Sham.
Well, before we could proceed further, why not we address the concerns of Dr. Savio, which we held last week. So otherwise, we'll never have time at the end.
No, so is Dr. Savio here?
Yes.
Dr. Savio is here? Dr. Savio? I think.
Okay, I don't think he's there. We'll proceed. If he's back, we will address it then.
So what I suggest for Dr. Savio is, let's have a one-on-one session with Dr. Savio and all his team members. We'll conduct a one-on-one meeting with him. What do you suggest, Seven, sir?
Yeah, that is also much better.
Rather than, because everybody does not have that issue.
Exactly.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So with Dr. Savio and all his team members, let's schedule a Zoom meeting just for them, and we will understand.
Yes, I am hearing.
Dr. Savio, you're not clear. Network is down.
Yes, I am here. I am hearing when outside my house there is a lot of disturbance. That is it.
So Dr. Savio, can we arrange a meeting with your team, and we will go over.
I heard. Yes, I hear you. Interrupted. It's a little interrupted here.
Okay, Shamata, why don't you type a message for Dr. Savio?
Don't worry, I'll do that.
Okay,
You
awesome.
proceed.
Yeah, all right. So I think goal setting, inspect what you expect, is making sure that, step by step, if people are following. I think inspect what you expect will happen in the over here itself. Okay, no problem. So that's what all these things will be covered in our 1 hour session. All these things will be covered in our 1 hour session. Right, Shivan sir?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that is taken care of. So now let's do the final, the scope of the business. I'm going to share how I sell it to people now, and then let's call it a quits for the day. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, super. All right. Where is the Excel sheet? Okay. I hope everybody can see my screen. Okay, everybody can see my screen, right?
Can.
Okay. All right. So this is what I do after the presentation. I invite them to a common presentation, my prospects. Some of them I sit one-on-one. So whomever I sit one-on-one, this is what I tell them. This is the line I tell them. This is a serious business wherein you can break even in 14 days. And we are part of the world's fastest growing crowd marketing company in the world with 25 million members, and we have just started. So this is a sheet that I follow. This is the number of weeks. First week we join in the titanium package. For the titanium package, we get 2,250 points. Okay. In 2 weeks, we bring in 4 people in the titanium package. That is 2,250 points times 4, we get 9,000 points. We are talking only about 2 bonuses over here. That we have 7 bonuses in the company, which we are not talking about it as well. Only 2 bonuses.
George, do you
Yes.
think the first line is slightly a bit confusing, because when you join and when you say you are getting 2,250 points, I think actually this is when you join, your upline is getting this point. Not
Yeah,
you.
correct. We just put the packages. We join in the titanium. We can put this move. Oops.
Yeah, this goes to your upline actually.
No, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We join in the titanium package. We spend 2.25 lakhs. Then
Yeah, exactly.
we sell 4 packages for titanium. We get 9,000 points when we sell. Here is when we buy, we spend 2.25 lakhs and we get in.
Yeah, that's okay.
We sell 4 packages of 2,250 points. We get 9,000 points. In our company, 10 points is equal to €1, right? So
Yes.
we get 900 euros as a educational package sales bonus. We get that. And we get a one-time bonus of 3,150 euros. So right now, we'll just consider the Indian equivalent, which is 900 euros means we make 81,000 rupees, and a fear of loss bonus, we make 2,83,500 rupees, a total of 3,64,000, a total of 3,64,500 in the end of the 14th day, which means you have invested 2.25 lakhs and you have made 3,64,500 rupees in the end of the 14th day. Which business in this world do you know where you can break even in 14 days? Even if you buy I've been in the restaurant business, and from ground up, I've built 3 restaurants. It's minimum 2 to 3 years of break even. Even you buy a taxi car, how long does it take to break even? 5 years of loan payments? Or forget, at least in 3 years we have to take, right? There's no business that I've come across where you can break even in 14 days. So then the next 14 days we take, that is end of the 28th day. These 4 people, we will train them. That's what we are doing over here. We will train them to bring 4 people each for them to hit their fear of loss. So 4 people becomes 16 people by the end of the 28th day. 16 people sell the titanium package. That's an additional 3,24,000 rupees. That means end of the 28th day, you have made approximately 7 lakhs. Then let's go for next 2 weeks, in 1.5 months, basically. These 16 people, we will train them to be they bring 4 people each, become 64 people. That's 22,000. That's 12 lakhs additional in commissions that we get. Your total income in 45 days has become approximately 20 lakh rupees. You have invested 2.25 lakhs. So over here, what we have to understand is, when we pitch this business seriously, We are going to select the people whom we are going to present also. See, if you're trying to sell a house which is 1 crore house, you will not go and sell it to a person who's just got a mere income. You're going to sell it to people who's financially quietly well off, right? So when we do that, what is happening? Birds of the same feather flock together. They will have friends who can buy titanium. And these numbers are not infatuation. Our upline, Anthony is one president from China, just did this. In 10 weeks, that person became president. In 10 weeks. So these are not, this is actually doable numbers, and people above have us done it. So we are going to fight for it to get this. So end of the 8th week, that is end of month 2. Month 2, look at the power of compounding. 64 people, bring 4 people each, it's become 256. 71 lakhs in the end of the 2nd month. 10th week, 1,000 people in your team. 2.7 crores. At the end of the 14th week. End of the 14th week. Check this out. 400 crores. This is 44 crores. End of the 18th week. 700 crores in the end of the 18th week, which is you can become an ambassador if your line is correct. That is the potential that we have in this business. So do you want to sell this as a part-time business? We will keep on continuing to make that 99 euros. We are not going to reach anywhere. I've brought in 32 people in my team. 32 people, direct sponsors. So let's sell this right. And we are going to put this document in the group as well. So if we sell it right, if we sell it good, we're going to get good results. Confidence is what you need. So for that, you need to get trained yourself. You need to stop depending on your uplines to conduct a one-on-one meeting, and you should be ready to conduct a meeting. And once you're ready for that, then support your upline into conducting the mass presentations. We all need help. We all need help. We can do this, we can do this for a while, but we have our daily lives too. Right? So make sure that's goal number 1. Make sure you know how to present first. Second, make sure your team member that comes in, we sell it right. We get them trained. Fear of loss factory. That's all should be in your mind. Anybody that you bring on board, if you don't make him fear of loss, you don't get him fear of loss, it is up to you. The question that you should ask yourself, have I done everything for the person to achieve his fear of loss? That's all. We can't force them to sell. We shouldn't force them to sell. We shouldn't. We give them all the tools. Have I given all the tools for my team to hit their fear of loss? Not the team, the person. That's individual person, we'll handhold them. We'll handhold them individually. We are there for you. Our entire team, this group is meant for the world so that we collectively, we build our nation together. So that's what I have to recommend. So what is any other feedback? Anybody, any feedback, any suggestions? Okay, I've got so many questions here. 1 second. That'll be great. Can you help me with why I didn't get my full C1 rewards for mixed spinner registration? Brother, I think the best, this is from SM Chakma. The question is, can you help me that why I didn't get my full C1 reward from mixed spinner registration? I registered 9250 above members during promotion. I only get this. So the best reason would be use your support function. Our support has changed. So anything regarding your own matters, we have an unbelievable support team that has become right now. So make sure, one second, okay? So the new support function is you have to go to your support. You don't go to your emails anymore. Okay. You go down and click on other. And then a question will come up. How can I contact support directly? Click on it. And a question will come here. I have read and searched the FAQ. Do your search and find out from FAQ. The question relates to my membership. It has to be for you. I cannot ask for your membership. And you have asked your and you have asked your upline. Okay? And then press contact us. You type in what other subject, what is it? It can be KC store. And then you can choose, what is it? Mixture. You can choose mixture and type in your question here and send the question. They will reply over here. The old format of going to your email and sending an email to the support has changed. This is how, and they will respond immediately. Company has taken at least minimum 100 people into Crowd One main office. Into Crowd One. So we have in ample support. One of the major problems that I'm hearing is payments. Payments are taking more than 45 days. Company is being very vigilant on us, and the founder has told us he is going to fix it, and that is on top of his priority. So some more time, please give it to him. The company is evolving. The company has grown way faster than what they expected. So you can imagine 25 million members, right? So give it some time. They're working diligently on it. The issue is the new payment system is not implemented yet, and they're doing all payments manually, and they are working on it as and when it comes. Yeah, so that's the only challenge that we're facing. So this is the support. So please ask your support, and I think you should get an answer from them. Who is that? Mr. SM. Yeah, SM Chakma. Did I answer your question, Mr. SM Chakma? SM Chakma, can you hear me? Hello, SM Chakma? Hello. All right. So I think I've all right. Anybody else? Any other questions? Any other questions? Anybody? So I think it's all good now. Sham, what do you think? We shall wind up. You're on mute.
George.
Yeah.
Let us try to reiterate to everyone's heart that everyone cannot become a leader, but if they make up their mind, they can definitely be. So we will have to stress on that point.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So team, we have to understand, say, what I have learned from my career, okay, is being a leader is not easy, but it's not tough either. Okay? It's not tough either, but let's take it step by step. We are there to lead. We are there to help out with anything and everything. The people that you get on board, don't expect them also to be a leader. But we will train them to be a leader. If they want to be a leader, let them be. If not, it's okay. It's okay otherwise. There are so many other people who are in this world, in the company, that we have stepped up to provide that service. We are there for you. Don't worry about it. We'll take it step by step, but remember, you're building leaders. Only if you build leaders, you are going to be successful in this particular business. You need to build leaders, because on both your sides, you need to have superstars. And then your life is easy. So that's what I got to recommend. Not knowing to lead is fine, but making sure you learn is great. So with that being said, this is what we are going to do. Amit, do you have anything to say? Amit Ashokan, you're on mute.
I'm all ears now. I'm just guided by all the leaders here. Thank you, George, and thank you, Shyamji, Shivanji, for all the inputs you have sharing. I'll walk going on, I'm ready to take all the inputs, and I'll just communicate with Shyamji as well on this. Yeah. If any queries are there, I'll definitely connect you as well, George.
100%. I know you'll get out to me. Okay, so you have a presentation. You have a closing today, right?
Yeah, I have a closing today.
Fantastic. Right. That's awesome. So team, so this is what we have sent you the link for the WhatsApp group. If you're a leader, or if you want to be a leader, or if you want to learn on how to engage your people, join that group. The group has a purpose, and the purpose is to create leaders. We don't want people to just forward unnecessary jokes or nothing. This is business time. This is business time, and all of us, at least who are ready to be as leaders, we want to make that 700 crores. We want to make that 700 crores. I'll show you, I'll share my goal with you, and I need everyone's help in that. I'm going to share my goal. I was just sharing it to my team members, not my team. Where is Chaitra? Chaitra. I was just sharing it with Chaitra, what my goal for this year is, and this is what I want to buy at the end of this year. I want to buy this by the end of this year. I want to see that 700 crores in my bank account, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to go and meet my team members around the world. For that, I need to buy a plane myself. So I'm going to buy this, hook or not, by hook or crook. By hook, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to work hard. Potential is there. I have my upline ready to support me with whatever it takes. So I have nothing to look back. I'm not looking in the side either. I'm just focused on this plane. To meet all my team members, I have to fly around the world. For that, this is what I'm going to get in 2021. So I need all your help in this, and I'm ready to help whoever it is to buy planes for themselves or whatever goals they have in life. Remember one thing, when you share your goal with someone, and if they don't laugh at it, that means your goal is not big enough. Okay? So when I speak, when I tell that I want to buy a plane with my confidence, you know what people are going to think? Man, this year he is going to make it. I'm sure. I want George to buy this plane. So all of you, please pray for me. I'm going to do my best for all of us as well. And me and a couple of the leaders over here are going to work on the 1-hour induction training. It's going to be in English. Soon I'll make it in Hindi as well. And I'll make it in Malayalam also secondary. That's my second priority. I'll make it in English first. I'll put it in the group. Malayalam, I'm going to make it. I'll put it in the group also. That is going to be by tomorrow. Hindi, I have to get with some of my team members, and they're going to help me with making the Hindi as well. So these three should be good for us to go. But English is going to be in the group tomorrow for sure. That should
Great.
help us. Next
Great.
Sunday, please make sure, once we put it in the group, any questions that you have, there's no stupid questions. George, how am I going to sit with this person and train them? I will show it to you. Or what we can do is, once we get the training session, we'll call in for one more meeting, whoever is available. It is for training the trainers. We'll go through it once again. Whatever is that, we'll go through it. What do you say, Shivan sir? You're on mute.
Yeah, perfectly. We have decided on it, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We'll show them how to do it. And then until next Sunday, whomever you recruit, whomever you bring into this business, the next day or the same day, you should be eager to share the knowledge to them, because they are going to be your superstars for you. So let's give it to them. So this session is good, I guess. We have solved most of the issues. Dr. Savio, we can sit with him and we'll figure out what to do with Dr. Savio. Shivan sir, do you want to wrap up this meeting? Share your thoughts and share your experience as a networker as well. And if you can say the vote of thanks and close the meeting, it'll be great.
Okay. Thank you so much, George, for all the brainstorming. And I think we have done an amazing job, and we have figured out the most important elements in terms of picking up the business as soon as possible, and we have come to some kind of decisions in the days to come. So from today onwards, we will have a clear-cut focus, and all of you must have one reason to work for. Actually, now I'm so proud of the dream shared by George. And similarly, if every single person sitting in front of me, if you guys have a dream to push you forward, to drive you forward, and nobody can stop you. So with that, I would want to thank every single person sitting here, especially Mr. George, for having taken this initiative to have this meeting. And let us catch up as soon as possible. So the next sitting will happen on today is Sunday. On the coming Friday, we will have official sitting. In between, if you think the T3 should join at any point of time, we are ready for it. And Dr. Savio, we will have our individual meeting with you and your core people as soon as possible. With that, thank you very much, and God bless.
Happy Valentine's Day. We love you all. Mwah. Adios.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wonderful session, George.
Thank you. Adios. Bye. Amit, go close.
Thank you.
Close. Amit, close that.
Thank you, George.
Close that titanium.
Sure.
All
Definitely.
right. Adios. Bye.
Adios. See you.
Bye-bye.
Hold on.
Bye.